Hi there, my name is Catherine and I'm an online English teacher. I usually help people with interview preparation in a professional environment. So this is the second part of one of my videos. This is a video about the question, what are your main weaknesses? Which, to be honest, I would say is one of the most difficult questions to answer in an interview. This is a very typical interview question, as not only does it give the interviewer a sense of who you are as a person, but also demonstrates how you respond to negative feedback, how you would fit within their team. And it also gives them the opportunity to figure out if you're an easy person to work with. You do want to think of an answer for this question. I know it's easy to think, I have no weaknesses. But if you say nothing, or if you say that you don't have a weakness, it will come across as arrogant or as though you have no room for improvement. Of course, we can be the best in our field, but there's always room for improvement. So try and think about what your weakness could be. An employer's dream candidate is someone who already knows the position well, but is also willing to learn and improve. So have a sit and think about what your weakness might be. I will admit I used to be one of those people that hated negative feedback, didn't like to hear that I hadn't done something well, didn't like to hear that people didn't like me. But that's how we learn. Constructive criticism is how we learn, it's how we move forward, it's how we progress. So think about what your weaknesses are. Are you bad at time management? Do you often disagree with co-workers? Do you struggle working under pressure? Do you find it difficult to listen to other people's opinions? Genuinely think about what it is that you find hard or what you could improve. We are then going to turn this into a positive. So not only are you giving an honest answer, but you are giving the employer a demonstration of how you can take something negative and use it to your advantage. So I will make one statement here. Please don't say I'm a perfectionist. I am a perfectionist. Unless you truly, really are a perfectionist. This is such a common answer, and if you Google the top 10 ways to answer this question, I guarantee that perfectionist will be one of the top ones in there. It sounds great because it means you work hard, you have an eye for detail, and you produce an excellent standard of work. But I guarantee you, at least 50% of the other candidates for the role that you're applying for have the same answer. It's very generic. And the employer, to be honest, knows that it's not true. At the end of this video, I will give a list of weaknesses and how you can turn them into the positives. But for now, I'm going to use my own experience and demonstrate my own answer. So my main weakness is that I get very stressed under pressure. It's true, I do. I can't keep my cool in high pressure situations. I start to lose sleep. I start to feel very stressed. Maybe I become a bit rude with my colleagues, and it's not something that I mean to do. It's just something that I'm working on. I know I get stressed. But the positive thing, I know this about myself. In my interview, I can say, my main weakness is that I get stressed under pressure. However, this does not cause a hindrance in my work progress. I am motivated and driven to get the work finished in accordance with the deadline, or finish the work to the standard that is expected of me. I feel stressed within myself, but in a work environment, I don't let this show. I focus my energy on the project and ensure I work through the tasks in an efficient and sensible way. It also means I feel great pride and excitement when the project is finished, because I know how much time and effort that I put into the work. Okay, so you see, I know my weakness. It shows that one, I'm aware of my weakness and I'm actively working on it to become a better person and employee. But two, I use my weakness to benefit me in the work environment. So I know I get stressed, but instead of taking this out on the people around me, I focus all that stress into the project. So here are some examples of how you can turn your weakness into a positive. If you're bad at managing your time, you can say this is something I'm actively working on as I know I struggle with effectively managing my time. I make sure to prioritize my tasks, and if I have to work overtime to complete something, then that is what I shall do. I am hoping by the end of this year to have managed this problem and be better at keeping to a strict schedule. So again, you're bad at managing your time, but how are you working on this? How can you improve? What are you actively doing to be better? I find it hard to hear negative feedback. I find it hard to hear negative feedback because I really like to do the best that I can possibly do. I put all of my time and effort into every task and project. So when I hear negative feedback, I can't help but take it personally. I am working on this and I'm trying to remind myself every time that it is constructive feedback, not a personal attack. And we learn from constructive feedback. My main weakness is I can become very focused on one particular project. However, this means that I finish the work to an excellent standard. I have an eye for detail and pay attention to even the smallest mistakes. Although I may have tunnel vision until the project is completed, you can be assured the work completed will be of a high quality. I have trouble saying no. This is probably a second weakness of mine. I find it really difficult to say no to people, which sounds like a good thing, but actually ends up meaning you're doing more work than you can handle and maybe you don't finish it on or to a high standard. So if this is you as well, if you feel like you can't say no to people, what you can say is, I often have trouble saying no to colleagues and co-workers as I want to help. I enjoy taking on tasks and I like responsibility. However, I understand that this can affect the quality of my work. So at the moment, I'm focusing on managing my current workload efficiently before agreeing to take on more. This is not only helping me in a professional way, but also in my personal life, as I feel less stressed and like my workload is manageable. I'm going to write a list down below of some other weaknesses that you may have and how you can turn them into a positive. So have a look down below. If you have a weakness that you don't see there, or you need help turning it into a positive, comment down below or send me an email and I can help you do this. Thank you for watching this video. Please let me know if it was helpful or not. This is a really tough question because nobody likes to hear negative feedback about themselves. However, just think of it as we don't progress unless we have constructive criticism. So again, let me know what you thought of this video down below. Let me know if you need assistance. And I'm an online English teacher, so if any of you would like to practice before an interview, send me a message, comment down below, and I'd be more than happy to help you. So thank you again for your time. Enjoy your week and good luck with everything you're trying to achieve this week.